how much should I spend on marketing for my roofing company? And this is a question you may be having. And hey, as an agency that works with home improvement companies like roofing companies, we get this question asked. Hey, how much should I actually be spending? What should my budget on Meta ads or Google ads be? But let me give you a quick overview of all of the budgeting that you may need, because look, the amount of budget you should be spending is not decided by me, nor another lead vendor, or some big conglomerate just deciding how much you should be spending. It's actually decided by your competition. See, if all your competition is spending 10% of their monthly revenue, then you're probably going to want to spend 10% of your monthly revenue in order to be able to compete with them. And here's the range. You should be spending about 5 to 10%, as I mentioned a moment ago, of your monthly revenue. You want to be spending 5 to 10% of your company's monthly top line revenue on marketing. And the companies who are really growing are spending 10%. And it's important that you look at your competition, ask questions about who's spending how much to actually find out how much should you be spending on marketing. And so let's give a quick overview of a table. Say you're making $30 million per month. Well, then you're probably going to need to spend $3 million per month on marketing. And this is total marketing. This isn't how much should I spend on Facebook? How much should I spend on Google? If you want to know the specific breakdowns of Meta versus Google and how much should I be spending here or there, just spend wherever you're making the most. If you look at your numbers and say, okay, on Google, we're spending a lot more. We've been spending $5,000 on Google and you've been spending $5,000 on Facebook. And say your $5,000 on Google is getting, in the leads that come out of it, say you get less leads than Meta, but more of them turn into appointments and more of them turn into closed projects. Well, why are you even still spending money on Meta? And vice versa. Hey, if those $5,000 on Meta are going a lot further than your $5,000 on Google, why are you even running Google anymore? Why are you doing it? At the end of the day, you want to do what drives you the most ROI. Not because other people tell you, but you want to do what drives you the most ROI. And so if you're wondering about the difference between the both, just spend where you're getting the most back. And there comes a point where it caps out. And I don't know what that specific number is because I don't know how many locations. Maybe you are at this $30 million a month and you have 5 locations. Hey, you're going to cap out at Meta a lot later than the people with a 10-mile radius. And so you want to decide on your market and you want to speak with an agency. And hey, if you need some help, click the link in the description, book a call. I'd love to chat with you and help you as much as I possibly can. You need to decide how much you're going to be spending based on your ROI. Anyways, I've reiterated that like 100 times. But if you are making $1 million a month, you'd want to spend $100,000 on marketing per month if you have $1 million a month. So see, I see this with companies, home improvement companies specifically, that's who we work with, that want to double and triple their company, but they're not willing to spend double and triple the amount of ad spend. I know these numbers may seem big. Maybe you're not at $1 million a month. Maybe you're at $100,000 a month in revenue. And maybe all you've got or all you should be spending is $10,000 a month. That's still okay. I speak with home improvement companies who are potentially looking to double or triple their company in the following year, but they're not willing to spend double or triple the amount of money on marketing. And it just doesn't make sense to me. And so I want you to understand, it doesn't matter where you start on this kind of chart. It doesn't matter if you start with $1,000 a month. Hey, I've made a different video about where to allocate your spend depending how much you're spending. Because of course, if you're spending $1,000 a month, you don't want to hire an agency. You probably want to use a lead vendor or something that will cater towards the smaller guys. But it doesn't matter where you are. You just need to ensure that you're continually scaling. If something is working and you are getting an ROI, you want to just spend more. Make your systems better and then just spend more money on it. It doesn't matter where you start. You just need to continuously scale. And a lot of people do get complacent, I have to say. People get complacent because scaling hurts. You have to hire more management. You have to get more crews. You have to expand the workforce. You need to hire people. You need to get more trucks. You need to get a bigger warehouse. But that's what comes with scaling. And if you want to be at $30 million a month, it's possible because there's companies who do this. And if you want to be there, you have to be willing to spend a lot more on marketing, because there's just a trade-off you need to make. You need to spend more in order to get more so that you can get more back. And I urge you, if you see this video and you're potentially on this chart or even lower or higher, we would love to work with you and supply you leads and help you. But a general benchmark for how much you should be spending on your roofing company is 5 to 10% of your monthly revenue, so that you can get enough customers to be able to consistently grow. And I made a different video called Contractor Math. You can check that video out and find out a full equation, A to Z. What are my current marketing costs? How do I get to where I need to be? You can find all of that out by watching the video called Contractor Math. And as I mentioned, if you have any questions, write a comment, I'll respond. Maybe I'll even make a video about it.